Hello everybody! Gonna update the brightness of this and then we are gonna get going on continuing Marowak. Took me 30 years to come up with its name. Just gonna brighten this up for a sec. Whoop, whoop, woo. Let's make it more in focus, shall we? That looks good. Apply okay. And okay. Woo! Everyone's here. My lips are still crusted over from whatever I've been battling. And I'm doing better. Tonight would have been craft night for me, but I feel like I'm still not all the way there and don't want to risk getting someone else sick, you know? So like I'm playing it safe. I also feel like I've just been really off my stream game because I've been sick and everything that just went down with like clock app exploding and then coming back from the dead like 12 hours later. I don't know. That whiplash was rough on me. I also streamed for like 6 hours that Saturday, which I never do. So trying to get back into the swing of things. I have a feeling it's going to be a little clunky today, but like looking forward to hanging out with all of you. So I'm going to hit that do not disturb. DND, baby. Okay. Well, I don't think I had either of those. Whatever I got was like a little cold. You forgot America's going through stuff. Yeah, and America's going through a lot. Hello, Jay Friars! America's going through all kinds of things, so I'm happy to be just a chill place for people to hang out. And, well, you know, I figure it's time for me to check in with all of you. How are all of you doing with the way the world is in this last week? It's been a minute since my last stream, so it's very nice to be back. I'll also be real with you. I've been delinquent partially because I've been playing a lot more Terraria. Oh, by the way, mods, you're gonna see a lot of updates. There's a new arena. There's a lot of new items. Way colder, yeah. I do remember you, Al Anomaly. I certainly do. We didn't catch on fire, so I'm good. Yeah. 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, well, I can understand why you say that, Nintendo Lunchbox, because everything that was going on in Los Angeles. Yeah, it's been too cold out here, too. Give it up for Marowak. The Fire's TikTok ban, people going to Red Note. Yeah. A lot has been happening. I haven't joined Red Note. A lot of people have suggested that I join, but I kind of don't want to. From what I've heard, and, you know, it's all secondhand. I haven't experienced it firsthand. I don't really want to join and then, like, ghost. You know what I'm saying? You found yourself? How, Michael? You found yourself in a Red Note video? Women are so talented. Toby is so right. Women are really talented. Yeah. But I don't know if I want to, like, learn Mandarin, you know? Does it pay? I don't even know. Oh, you found yourself in a concert video? That's amazing. That's funny. Thank you, Serena. Today's hoodie is, I can't believe I can say this is vintage. It's got little spikes on the top because it's a little monster. It's like vintage scene. But I was never a scene kid. I just liked this brand a lot. And these hoodies are like $300 to $500 a piece now. It's very silly. I bought these when the website was actually going out of business for $13 a piece. And I have treasured them ever since. Is your favorite Pokemon, Helena? Actually, I want to make a point about this for a brief moment. I bought this hoodie like a decade ago, and the reason why the company went out of business is because this went out of style, and now it's back in. I never understood fashion trend cycles. Never. I like what I like. Sometimes new trends will pop up and I'll enjoy those things, but my tastes won't arbitrarily change because a piece of clothing is yesterday's news. My brain has never been able to comprehend fashion trends before. Ever. Like, the fact that we're supposed to look down upon something because it looks dated, crazy to me. Thank you, Digimodify. And thankfully I'm not in an earthquake-prone area, but it shouldn't be a problem, even if we got an earthquake, frankly, because these can withstand quite a bit. I actually have a video about that subject on YouTube. So, I'm glad, Helena, that you're here for your favorite Pokemon. That's, like, fantastic. Also, I don't think that we have Charisma here right now, but I updated a lot of the signage and verbiage on this screen because I was hoping to, Oh, it is the first dono of the stream, Anomaly. Hey, how is your impending transition going? You're going to be moving soon, right? I don't think you've moved just yet, but feel free to correct me. Thank you so much for that first dono. Drop some W's for the first dono of the stream. You're bullied for so many times wearing things as a kid that was recently been trendy. Yeah, like, I think it's a way to otherify people, right? It's like almost a, it's a wealth signifier, and maybe that's why I'm so averse to it, because I grew up going to thrift stores and genuinely liked the clothes I got. It's moving. They're transitioned to their new home. Yeah. Well, I remembered you talking about it. I remember you saying that you were nervous about it. It's going fine. Currently in the process of getting a driving license and speaking to colleges. Ooh. Best of luck on getting that driving license. I know it was a very stressful process for me, but I now have it, and if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'll tell you what, if I can do it, everyone can drive. We've got some fancy W's. Some slashy W's. Right now I'm doing some cleanup on Marowak, and then I'm going to start adding some, Mr. Andre, thank you for the high five. Poof, right back at you. Thank you so much for that support. Honestly, those YouTube gifts, that's something I really need to be doing a better job of promoting, so it always means a lot when you send them. Thank you so much. The gifts are actually the #1 way that you can support me at this time. And the reason why is because it's a new feature, but the problem with it right now is that it's not available for everyone yet. Alas, at Anomaly, unfortunately, it's currently only in, I don't even think beta is the right word, but it's only being, it's only accessible right now to US users. So we're hoping that that rolls out more globally, because once we get this globally, baby, trust me when I say that that is going to change the nature of these streams to an extent, at least to an extent. I really appreciate that, Mr. Andre. I'm so grateful that you pay attention and that you, that your support really means a lot. And if you sent a super chat instead, don't feel like your donations are lesser than. That is still an incredible way to support. I know it's only available to certain people, though. Welcome to everyone joining in. By the way, if this is your first time here, my name is Jan. I go by Princess Etch. I'm a professional Etch A Sketch artist. I've been working diligently, maybe not diligently, but working off and on the Kanto Pokedex now for the last at least 5 years. I actually made my first attempt at etching the Pokedex back in 2012, if I am stated correctly. And that one crashed and burned like 3 Pokemon in. But this time, I think I'm about 90 Pokemon into the dex. So slowly but surely, not rushing it, taking all the time it deserves. This is my passion project, and I'm grateful to be sharing it with all of you. How much are those gifts? Excellent question, Anomaly. So it is unfortunate that it's not yet available outside of the US, but I think it's because sometimes it's really hard to... Whoa, El Chapo! Oh my gosh! I would be happy to etch that for you. I will be looking that up in just a moment to make sure I have the right car make and model for you. Wow, thank you for that. My goodness. Let's drop a little rainbow thanks in the chat for El Chapo. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. All right. And Michael just dropped a Sunday. Thank you so much for that 100 jewel gift. So the gift value is dependent on how much you pay for the coins. And I think you get a moderately better deal, like, the more coins you purchase. And by coins, I guess I mean rubies. And then the rubies turn into jewels. there's a lot of conversions of different forms of currency happening in that, but I am so happy to start that for you. I will take a break on this little Marowak here, and it is, yes, very much so, Anomaly. Yes. You'll see in the chat, I believe, that you'll see how many jewels a gift is, potentially. Maybe not. I see it in my chat log, but probably not you all. So thank you, Michael. All right, let's grab another Etch A Sketch. All right, I need you all to vote. Now, I haven't updated the vote screen yet, but I need you all to vote so I have a freed up Etch A Sketch for the next drawing. So I'll take care of yours right now, Morris. I'm avoiding calling you Morris because that's my brother's name. It's throwing me. I don't meet many Morrises in life. It definitely makes your name memorable. That was also my grandfather's name. It's an old name. You don't hear it so much these days. All right. I'm so sorry, Frida. All right, let's switch to the erase screen so that we can get a freed up Etch A Sketch. And I'll start the timer on my end in just a moment. So we are going to choose which drawing to erase. Now, those of you who know the other platform are familiar with the top drawing. The bottom drawing is Happy Nightbot. So Nightbot having a good day. All right, let's set up a quick poll. So you vote yes to erase the top, no to erase the bottom. Here we go. I will also accept a 250 jewel gift in lieu of the $5 super chat to make a choice. You know what? I'll say a 100 jewel gift. Why not? 100 jewels. We've got... Oh, I didn't ever start the timer. And Michael just sent the high five. What's it gonna be, Michael? What's it gonna be? Ooh, Michael just sent the gift. He's not always mean, Dane. Let's see what Michael says here. So, oh, Digimodify can do. Thank you for the donation as well. You'll let Frida decide. Ooh la la. Thank you, Digimodify, for that. Frida's like, oh, shocked face. Shocked Pikachu. We'll see what Frida's choice is. Is it gonna be Tiny Diny or Happy Nightbot? Get rid of Nightbot! Whoa! Looks like you sided with the people. We've got a mod of the people. Alas, erasing Nightbot in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nightbot is gone. All record of Happy Nightbot is forever gone. Alright, switching back to this screen for a minute. So this one is as long as it takes. So let's look up the Toyota MK4. Let's see. Oh, this is a nice looking car. And I found one in red. You all know that's my fave. I'll pull it up on screen. How about that? Alright. Let's switch back to this scene so I can hide. How do I hide that? Do I? I sure do. Let's pull up the image so everyone can see it. It's always nice when you all get to collectively see what I'm Etch A Sketching. And then we can make sure that I'm drawing the right vehicle, am I right? Let's just scooch that. There we go. And a 5-minute Dalek afterwards. Sounds great. Looks very aerodynamic. I firmly agree with that. I don't know why I was going to say allegation, but I agree with that allegation. It does look thermodynamic. Thermodynamic? Aerodynamic. Oh no. Whoa, what's that? Freudian slip. Uh-oh. Okay. Looks very thermodynamic. Okay. Let's make sure that the focus is good. I think the focus is good. You should be doing homework. What's your homework that you're working on, Allie? Okay, so let's figure out where I want to start with this vehicle. I'm actually going to pull the vehicle picture up on my end as well, if I can find it. There it is. It helps to make a fart noise with your mouth. Okay. We got it. We got it. We got it. Thank you, everybody, for your patience while we begin this vehicular drawing. You know, you only ever hear one word after vehicular. Hey! It's opposite day, which means oob! We've got Moonaris the Moon here today. Tonight. Drop some moons in the chat for Moonaris. Oobs in the chat for Moonaris. Or Lunaris. Lunaris. Lunaris the Moon. There we go. I got it. Lunaris. Happy leaf. Gahinga dinga durkin. Okay. I'm going to start this vehicle right here. Yeah! Ooh, fancy use of emojis, Dane. Love seeing those moons. Alright, it's opposite day, which means that my favorite drawing product is obviously the Magna Doodle. Give it up for Magna Doodles! Woo! Here we go. Drawing this vehicle. Starting with the window. I already feel like I'm drawing Lightning McQueen, and I'm 10 seconds into this drawing. I really want to do justice by it, so I'm going to give it all the time it needs. Can you? Yes, you certainly may. We have a queue of 2 other people, but that is not a problem. Happy to etch a request for you after I finish this and the 5-minute request next. Ka-chows. Ka-chows in the chat. Okay. And drawing the windows right now of this vehicle. I really want to make sure it fits on screen. That is very important to me. Alright, we've got the rear view mirror. It is, Gabo! This was a commissioned request from Morris. Perfect. I saw it earlier, Lunaris. Would love to etch that for you. Or wait, it's opposite day. I'd hate to etch it for you. That seems so mean to say. I'd hate it. No, thank you. Just doing a little cleanup work here. Okay, we got the window. And then where it could be clipped. Uh-oh, what was said that I oh, no. We don't speak about Magna Doodle. Okay. Thank you, Shaman, for the compliment. I appreciate that. How is everyone doing this Wednesday? Doesn't feel like a Wednesday to me. It feels like simultaneously a Monday and a Sunday. You had old ringtone flashbacks. That is one thing. It's so hard for me to calibrate volume on these streams. But I guess it is kind of a nice sweet spot where if people don't want to listen to music, they don't have to. You're at work. Oh. Rough day, eh? You practice a lot of sign language today. That sounds incredibly productive. I would ask you to show us something in sign language, but that's a little difficult right now, isn't it? You can at great length laboriously describe the gestures. Hey, that's cool, Shaman. You were sleeping almost all day? Hey, sleeping is very productive for the body. Sleep is good. I should be doing more of that. Alright, we've got part of a door. We're gonna get a spoiler alert in the chat. Spoiler alert! I say that to Kyle every time I see a spoiler. Am I secretly a dad joker? Yes. You used to sign language too? Oh! Wow, you did a couple sign concerts. Wow. I assume it's like performing songs in sign language? Sleep is overrated. Oh my goodness, 3 hours for an 8-hour shift? Are you Buddy the Elf? He got a full 3 hours. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this region in a sec. Proportions are extra difficult on vehicles, but not impossible. So we're coming back around this way. John woke up from the best sleep ever. John, I'm jealous. That sounds amazing. I haven't had the best sleep ever in months. I am not a very good sleeper. Who needs 3? 2 is great. Uh-oh. I have a funny story to tell you all because I didn't remember this, but I went to visit my high school a few years ago because, fun fact, my niece attends the same high school. How cool is that? And, I went in to visit a teacher that we both coincidentally had, which is insane because I graduated back in 2009. So when I found out she had this teacher, I was like, oh my god, you have to tell her that I am, for a fact, she's going to remember me. And so I went into the high school to say hello and pop in and visit. And she told me a story about how when I was in high school, apparently all the kids in class were talking about how little sleep they got and how late they stayed up to do stuff. And they're like, well, I was up until midnight. Well, I was up until 2 a.m. And apparently I looked at them and I said, I went to bed. I just went to bed. I went to bed at like 10. And I don't remember doing that. I don't remember doing that at all. I'm sure it did not win me any friends pulling that kind of stuff. Choppy stream? Choppy stream. We're getting a lot of choppy stream messages. Alright, sorry about that. I can't control the choppiness. Sorry about that. Looks to have fixed itself. Well, sometimes it do be that way. Okay, so now I'm drawing the wheel. I was so concerned about fitting everything that I made it small. But honestly, it's kind of adorable at this size. It's now delayed? Ooh. Let me check my own phone. Let me see here. I made it small. But honestly, it's kind of adorable at this size. Wow, it's delayed. It's horribly delayed. It's now delayed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's over 20 seconds delayed. Holy cow. I might restart the stream, potentially. Did you all hear less latency when I did the count just now? Is it 20 seconds for all of you as well? I imagine it is. I'm not sure, though. That's bad. Okay, I might restart the stream just because whatever happened there, that wasn't cool. It's catching up. If people exit and re-enter, do you have less latency? It's kind of hard to ask that question because I don't know what you all see. Read this as soon as you see it. Alright, Frida. Hopefully that helps. It plays and pauses. No chopping for me now. Testing and sending this at 11:27. It is 6:27 here. It seems fixed now. Hard to gauge. Alright, I'll tell you the moment it changes to the next minute, everybody, okay? Wait, I'll just tell you right now. It's 6:27 and 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. If you all can use that as reference for how delayed it is on your end. Cat. Four-second delay. That's not bad. If I exit and re-enter my own stream, let's find out. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay. That's not bad. If it's 3 to 5 seconds, I can live with that. I don't think it's as bad anymore. I'm kind of like looking at my phone. Here, wait. 2, 3. Okay, it's not that bad. It's back. I just had to visually look at my phone to see like how delayed it was. Okay. Yeah, I can't explain what that delay was, everybody. I do apologize. What's up? Welcome back. And hello, Ness. Nice to see you here. Currently working on a commissioned request. And then I've got 2 more in the queue. I know, Scott. I'm working hard on it. I'm doing my best. A lot of people assume Etch A Sketch artists have that skill. I don't know who told people that, but... There we go. Well, thanks to everybody who stuck around. No, I remember you, Barmy. Thanks for coming back in. The reason why I don't encourage people to spam remember me is because I already have a Nightbot, like, response for that. You're welcome to ping remember me if you want to know what it says. Music vibin'. Hey, women are so talented. Usually get my streams in the morning when you wake up. How many of you have ever watched a, like, VOD of mine? If you know what a VOD is. How many of you have ever watched a VOD of mine? There you go. It really could be Lightning McQueen. maybe Lightning McQueen is a Supra. Alright, let's clean up this wheel. Cleaning up the wheel. The wheel on the car goes round and round. There we go. That's understandable. EA Casillas. Yes, a video on demand. Yeah, essentially. A large video file. VODs in the terms of streaming are like when a stream is done, you can watch the video afterwards. It's the replay of the stream. Alright, draw on the headlight. Looks like it connects here. Let's add some windshield wipers. There we go. You have no ways to show your emotions without emojis? Then I highly encourage you to join YouTube as a member. Your membership went out. I haven't introduced a new tier yet, but a new tier will be forthcoming, everybody. But if you want nobility, that's the only way to get access to special channels in my Discord. Do you have any recommendations for someone to help make an emote file? Well, I use Photoshop, which I understand is not as accessible to a lot of people, but if you ever want to make an emote, there is a website called Photopea, which is essentially a clone of Photoshop, and it's browser-based, so you're not necessarily locked into having to download a program, and you have access to basically all the same features that Photoshop has. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Incredible amount of features, but you can use any program that you're able to save as a JPEG. Great question, Mr. Andre. Photopea. Photopea. P-E-A. If you Google that, the way that I learned about Photopea was from the most reputable resource you could imagine, which is a librarian for the Chicago Public Library System. And the reason why I know anything at all about Photopea is because I was required when I taught a class for the Chicago Public Library System to use open source software that was accessible to all. So, correct, Mr. Andre. You wish you didn't need to pay for the Adobe Suite for work. It's far too expensive now. I use it daily, so it is just a fact of life for me. It is a cost of doing business. I spend $63 a month, I think, after taxes, to use Photoshop, Illustrator, and Premiere. And I use them almost daily. The only time I don't use it is if I don't boot up my computer for the day. Every time I boot up my computer, I have reason to use an Adobe program. You have no idea, everybody, how much I live on Photoshop. I live and breathe that program. You live close to Chicago? That's cool. I used to live there for a few years. I'm gonna unzip this just a little bit so my hair isn't all crazy. A moment. There we go. That's a little better. You pay $15 for Spotify a month and think it's expensive. I don't use Spotify. I use Windows Media Player, so I don't pay for music, but I pay for plenty of other things. I'm about to pay for 2 other internet services, which will be amounting to $30 a month, and it's more like back-end logistical services for my business. On top of the fact that I spend $60 a month on Photoshop, so that plus my $60 phone bill, plus a bunch of other things. It's amazing how much it costs to run a business, but it really do be that way. Okay, so we have the shape. The car is like starting to come together. I wish I made this angle a bit better. Let's see if I can fix that. Alright, I realized how this is supposed to be more like that. And then this is supposed to be a little wider. There we go. I kind of cheated it out just a little bit. There we go. That helped a little. And then we're going to put the other mirror there. That was a good change I just made. It's coming together. I didn't know that, Frida. That is a fun fact. It is, Hawk. Oh, thanks, not an evil god. It's something that I definitely juggle a lot as I work, but this is second nature to me. You know what's a lot harder for me, and I don't know how other streamers do it, is talking while gaming. I don't know how people do it. Maybe it's because the kind of games that I've played on stream are like really intensive, requiring insane focus, and maybe the kind of games that a lot of streamers play are more like chillax. I don't know though. I've seen plenty of streamers playing intense games and I don't know how they do it. It's very overwhelming for me. Do I pirate music? The music that I get is not even piratable. The music you're listening to right now never came out in an official format that was available for purchase. Yeah, it takes practice. I guess it's true for art as well, so... yeah. There we go. Woo! And the fourth wheel. There we go. And I think there is a little extra line here. I'm just gonna stop it there. There we go. I think that does it for this drawing. Let me scooch the stylus away in a way that it's more away from everything else. Well, Morris, I hope you enjoyed how this drawing turned out. This was a fun one. This was a challenging one. Very technical, this one. But it was really fun to do. Thank you, Ness, for reminding everybody to like the stream. This was a unique challenge. And I'm grateful to have been able to embark upon it. Alright, next up is the... let's check the fan funding channel. Let's see, a 5-minute Dalek will be next. Let's go to live chat. So we're going to scooch this one to the side for now. Thank you again, everybody. Don't know why it required sound effects, but it seems like a fast car. Am I correct in thinking that? I don't think this is like a horse-drawn buggy. Alright. I've got a pink Etch A Sketch for the next one. Yes, yes. Double yeses in the chat. Alright. It does make everything better. I agree there. See, Mr. Andre, that message made me think of Zoom Zoom. Those like 90s commercials. Zoom Zoom. We got a pink one for the next drawing for the Dalek. How long have I been doing art on Etch A Sketch? So I started drawing on an Etch A Sketch when I was around 4 and I never stopped because I am loco. Oh yeah, Daleks look cool. They look very scary. Don't they say like eradicate? I found the Wikipedia entry image for Daleks, which I think is pretty... or did they say exterminate? Do they speak? Ah, they do. Okay. They do speak. I like this one. Here we go. I got a good image of a Dalek. Alright. Occasionally I'll do pull requests for like goals. Let's switch over to the 5-minute timer. I'm gonna figure out where to start. Thank you again, Morris. Drop some M's in the chat for Morris for the last request. Much appreciated. Oh my gosh! Solaris! I'm so sorry to hear that you've been in and out of the hospital. I hope you're doing better now. Aw, I'm really sorry to hear. Here we go, everybody. I always forget that I want to like zoom in a little bit on this at some point. There we go. 5-minute Dalek, here we go. This Etch A Sketch has moderately fuzzy lines, but it'll work just fine for this. Starting with the top of the Dalek and working my way down. I might have to retire this Etch A Sketch, everybody. Would anybody like to special commission a, an Etch A Sketch, what's the word I'm looking for? An Etch A Sketch sculpture on this Etch A Sketch? On this specific pink one? I don't know if anybody has a preference for pink. Thank you, Frida. I agree, Lynette. This was from Newgrounds. So, have I pirated music in the past? I'm sure, absolutely. But frankly, what I normally do is I check out the CDs from the library. It's just free there. And it's, like, completely legal to do it that way. I don't think I've ever gone to a piracy website, believe it or not. I know people who have. But I've never actually, like, downloaded things of my own volition. Oh, I've used that for sure. Oh, I've used... I mean, I just use YouTube to MP3. So, like, as far as piracy goes, yeah, there are definitely occasions. But, like, the music that I choose is not, for the most part, like, actually music you can buy. We got 2 minutes and 53 seconds left on this Dalek. Alright, so I'm gonna draw the shape of the body. You keep forgetting about the caps rule. Yeah. Yes, absolutely not an evil god. Yeah, YouTube to MP3. Been using it since college. There's stuff that I have from my YouTube to MP3 days of YouTube videos that don't exist anymore. And I feel like I have lost media for certain things. Alright, let's get the circles. Like, this song, you're not gonna find this even in Japan on CD. This game wasn't popular enough to have gotten a CD. This thing looks like a complex kitchen appliance. I'm gonna be real with you. 1 minute and 54 left. The color gradient change really helps me visually to, like, quickly assess how much time I have left. The closer it gets to yellow, the less time I know I have. Yep. These are falling out of order. These circles are taking a little bit of a field trip. Oh, that's cool. A FLAC player. Very nice. I definitely, there's a CD that I have that is lost media now. Nobody has ever, been able to, like, rip the songs from it. And, I actually have a couple songs from it, but they're MP3s. I never ripped them as FLACs, because I was in high school and I didn't think about, like, audio quality. They're not completely lost files, because the originator who created the CD is in, yeah, a lot of circles indeed. The original person who created the CD, like, probably... I know they're good enough with backups that they have the root files. But the CD ended up getting damaged because of the case that it was put in, that the person who sold the CD sold it in. It, like, glued itself to the side of the container, and it's a real shame because... it's now, like, extra lost media. I've had inquiries over the years from people who've, like, been desperate to get more information on that CD. And I'm one of the few. Seven seconds left. Bam. And 0 seconds. There you go, 5-minute Dalek. Alright, taking a sip of water. Thank you, Harping On. Thank you very much. This is Dalek from Doctor Who. That was a fun one. Alright, next up is the commission request from Solaris. Let me pull that up for a sec. I know it was in... I think it was in art. Random art? Yes. Open in browser. Save image as. Desktop. Save. Alright, everybody, just a moment. I'm gonna pull it up on screen. We're switching back to the vertical screen. We're going to whoop, and pull up the image that Solaris, sorry, I said Solaris again. Habit. Solaris shared. And we'll get that cooking. So I'm going to, ooh, it's a big one. Whee! I am going to just put it like so. And this is what I'll be Etch A Sketching next. Tell us about this OC, Solaris. Thank you for pinging Nightbot's permanent ping. Is this the old or the new? Oh, that's the old one? Yeah, you can send the new. The text is a watermark to protect it. Here, I'll hit delete. Okay. Let me know when the new one is sent, Solaris. In the meantime, I will grab another Etch A Sketch. So... This is such a... Huh! Wow. Okay. You're getting the purple etch. Okay. Is it sent? Because I grabbed another etch. You can see the figment, the Buddy the Elf's ghost right here. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, Ness. I appreciate it. Pulling up the image. Right meow. Okay, I've got it on my end, and I will open it for all of you to see as well for the next reference photo. And this is what I'll be Etch A Sketching next, everybody. Huzzah! This is Solaris's OC. For sure, Solaris. You should probably sleep now. I understand. Oh, and now you're distracted by Etch A Sketch drawing. Well, hopefully you're distracted by this one as well. Okay, so I'll be starting this one around here. All right. So what is the name of this OC, Solaris? There's a lot of symmetry in this OC. There we go. Gives off glow-in-the-dark vibes. Oh, the Etch A Sketch? Yeah. Here, let me just adjust the placement of the Etch A Sketch a little bit. This is Father. That's right! You mentioned that it was Father on Discord. He's a military soldier who works for a private company called Aphelion. The setting is around the 3060s. There is a book that I just thought of. I don't know why or how. It's called Spacecraft. I think it's Spacecraft 2000 to 2300. I have this book. I first learned about it at my cousin's house. He had it on his bookshelf. And if you all remind me, I will grab it at the end of the stream and show you, because it is a work of art. I'll have to switch to my end screen when I do it, but it is a very cool book. It's just very futuristic. And I like to flip through this book every few years because it just really, it's a beautiful book. He's got the nickname because not only is he a Catholic priest, not really, he breaks many moral laws, but he acts very dad-like to his fellow soldiers. Ah, I see. Does he tell dad jokes? I've seen a little of Arcane, but not a lot. Drawing the nose right now. That's cool. Smash? Many, many dad jokes. Does that thing wherever you open snacks in the backseat, you reach his back to claw a hand. That's nice. We're gonna miss some of his hat because I drew this high up on the screen, but we'll still get at least a little of the hat in. Sorry about that. There we go. We got some of the hat. I'll shade it right now while I'm up here. Yeah. The dad tax. Love that, Michael. It's Gordon Ramsay all over again. Hey, I told you all to keep that secret. You pinky swear with me. I swear it was a pinky swear. How could you all? Should I need you all to either talk me off a financial bad choice or convince me to treat myself. So I recently learned that in Pokemon there is a collection. I was kind of vaguely familiar with it, but it's the classic, like the trading card game classic collection that came out a while back. Well, they reprinted a bunch of classic cards, but made them holographic for the first time. And I have like a $40 shopping cart of some of these cards that I'm this close to hitting buy now on. And they are beauties. But like, part of me is like, should I really buy like all these random reprint cards, you know? They are pretty. They are really pretty. I'm seriously considering it. Yeah, it's about $40 of cards that I'm looking at. And it's almost every card I want in the set. I made a spreadsheet today. I shouldn't have made a spreadsheet today. It totally put me off. Like, I was getting distracted. Should you open it or keep it sealed? Wait. I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's not your fault the finger slips. You just tell me to buy if it makes me happy. They are pretty. I've been getting really into chronicling my Pokemon trading card game collection lately. It's a reference to a different YouTube series. Got it. Pocket Monster. That's only like 2 dozen eggs. Don't remind me. I've been eating a lot of eggs lately. Not the best time to start getting into eating eggs, am I right? But I've been making these really delicious eggs with I make them over easy. No, I don't make them over easy. I do the one where you like, yeah, over easy. I make them over easy, and then I put them on a bagel that's been buttered, and it's so good. Got it. Means a YouTuber opens packs every day. Yeah. I don't do a lot of pack openings, but I did just have a historic pack opening stream the other day. Thanks to, Brigido, who's probably not here right now, but Brigido sent me a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and that was a lot of fun. Alright, we gotta get to the eye. And you missed it. Can you see the VOD for that one? Is the VOD available for that one? I feel like it would be. Drawing the eye. It's coming along well. Packs online are so expensive. They are. Oh, from Call of Duty. That sounds really good, Dane. He looks sad. He does look a little sad in this image. He looks like he's got a lot to think about. Alright, we've got one eye done. And let's come over this way. RSF, resting sad face. I would occasionally pose for my friends by just like, they would paint my portrait because a lot of people would draw and paint each other in college. And so I was posing, and apparently I've got a major case of RBF, but when you're staying still for like 2 hours, you tend to go into a face, you know? A Hotline Miami style game. Isn't the new Grand Theft Auto coming out? I feel like that's coming out vaguely soonish, right? But it's only on like PS5 or something, right? For $100? Really? I'm surprised it's that expensive. Wow. What an interesting choice of a... Very interesting. Oops, this eye's just a little different from the other eye. Let's see if I can come over here and make it a little bit more symmetrical. I'm going to just... There we go. That helped a little. They really need this money, you see. Oh yeah, these AAA studios, they're really hurting. Really just, you know, clinking 2 pennies together. When I did a project for Blizzard a few years ago, my main point of contact, she told me that her first project was the project that I got, like, assigned to do a drawing for. And, that was for Diablo 2 Resurrected, if I'm not mistaken. And, it was really cool because I played Diablo 4 and I found her name in the credits, and that was cool. It's like, yeah, she's still with Blizzard. She's still working on Blizzard projects. That's awesome. So that made me really happy. It It is there. Enjoy it, Frida. There are some fantastic moments from that. I don't know how long it'll be there. I'll probably disappear as soon as I do another stream. And I don't know when that will be. I'm looking at my screen instead of my Etch A Sketch, and it's frankly a little bit trippy to try to view things through this. Yeah, sometimes I gotta look at the Etch A Sketch instead. I'll be a little more efficient that way. Are we trying to associate emojis with OCs? They're up for 2 weeks. Oh, well then you might just have gotten it under the wire. Quick before all my secrets are gone. Oh! That's cool. Sounds great, Solarius. Would love to etch that next. Much appreciated. I just had a wild thought because I was just bringing up some of my like Pokemon trading cards that I'm looking for and everything. To my regulars, this is kind of a wild thought. Would you be interested in receiving commissioned art in exchange for old video games and stuff you don't play anymore? I collect video games, and I am interested in possibly creating a barter system with some of my regulars if you're interested. Oh my goodness, another super chat from Solaris. Oh my gosh, you drew it, Jared, and another one is a surprise. Oh my goodness. How much would I make for an N64? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Are we going to see this collector? Yeah, you do it. Yeah. Heck yeah. Like right now a lot of my video game collection is in boxes. But I'm one game away from completing my boxed Pokemon collection for Game Boy. And that game is Pokemon Blue. I need the original box for it, and I actually don't have the game either. I would love to. Yeah, I could talk if you've got an N64. I would certainly be happy to do an exchange of commissioned art for the N64 if you mail me the N64. What games you got for it? I might even make some drawings permanent for you that I might still have. I don't know how many of them I have permanent. I could do some of those prints as well. We talked about prints. Would love to make that happen. I could show you my trading card game binder that I have on the floor next to me. It might make you think differently about me because it's such an awesome binder, because I have no shame about tooting my own horn about how great my Pokemon binder is. Most definitely used and abused, no games. I don't even know if it has the cables, not even a box. Well, that does lower the number of commissions I would do for it. And I believe this is the end of this request. Thank you again for the lovely commission slot. I could do it in exchange for some prints too if you want to talk about it. Not even Superman 64. Can offer replacement cables. It was your older brothers. I mean, hey. If you've got one sitting around, I'm especially interested in collecting Nintendo stuff. Game Boy especially. Anything from like Game Boy to 3DS. Oof, my tailbone is really hurting right now, and I don't know why. I just remembered why. I got out of the bath yesterday, because I took a bath, because I like to bathe sometimes. And there's this, like, soap dish thing that juts out of the wall, like, this much. Like, this much. And I was getting up, and my tailbone, bam, right on this, like, ceramic porcelain, like, oh. You have a 3DS with my name on it? Michael. Color me interested. Color me very curious. Alright, let me check the reference images you sent in random art. Just a moment, everybody. Oh, I don't think I've seen them just yet. Are they in general? No. I haven't seen just yet. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Did I really get a call from Kyle? No. Not yet. Let's scooch this one away because we've got another request for Solaris. Oh, Toby! I think you talked about wanting a photo of this, right? Reach out to me, Toby. I'm setting this one aside. I forgot about that. I could mail that with the prints. What's my opinion for the Switch 2? I'm glad it's backwards compatible. I'll probably inevitably buy it because we know the new Pokemon games are going to come out on it, and that kind of sucks, but it really do be that way. Yeah. Speaking of B. Yeah, Toby, if you can DM me, that would definitely help. We are going to... Alright, this one's going to be a contentious one, alright? We've got... I don't know if El Anomaly is still here. But we have El Anomaly's Elmo on Fire. And we have... If you know, you know. You have to decide. Starting now. I will make it a 250 jewel gift or the super chat specified below. Oh, that's a bummer. EA Casillas. You'll get plenty of good use out of the Switch, though. Elmo has been around for a while. We've got... Let's see. I keep forgetting to hit the timer. I need to make a timer for this scene, but I haven't done it yet. Yeah, the new Legends game. Well, you know, everyone knows who's been in my streams that the Legends game has Legends Arceus really was a complete home run for me. Let's try getting 50-50. Ooh, I like that challenge. If we get to 50-50, I won't erase either. How about that? But we only have 20 seconds left to make that choice. I know the blurriness is gonna happen a lot on the top. There we go. Claudius was a, I don't know if you can switch once you vote. Final voting. Final voting. 5 seconds left. Alright. We are saying goodbye to Claudius. As a reminder, this print is available right now on... Actually, I'm going to pull up that image so you all know. So, we have some prints based on former drawings that I've done on streams throughout the last few months. And Claudius is one of them. I'm going to share this image so you all see it. Just a moment. These are available on Discord. Bam. Oh, it's a big image. There we go. Well, I'll zoom in a bit so you can see. We've got the Psyduck, the Gengyat, Claudius, and Nightbot. And these are currently available for $10 a piece. If you go to my Discord, you can see it there. Alright. Let's erase Claudius in 3, 2, 1. We have lots of, well, no, that one was Happy Nightbot. The other picture you saw was, Sad Nightbot. Yeah, Gengyat is a unique one, huh? If you want access to Gengyat, you know where to go. Alright. Switching back to vertical screen. And hiding this. Has the image been sent, Solaris? Your Wi-Fi is slow. Oh no! In the meantime, where's my... Oh, my book is over there. It's a little far away. I'm really into collecting vintage Pokemon. Do we have any other trading card game collectors here in the chat? Like Pokemon, I guess I should say. While we wait, I'm gonna close a couple tabs, clean things up on my end. Let's check the Wi-Fi. Nah, I don't want to have too much downtime during the stream because that means people will probably leave. So in the meantime, while we wait, I'm just gonna do some recreational drawing. You have 5 small figurines. That's cool. Oh, thank you, Digimodify. It's true. I'm just gonna continue this doodle for a sec while we wait. We can always do it, like, on the next stream if your Wi-Fi's being real bad, because, like, whatever works, you know? Yeah, honestly, I used to make it where people could only send their requests in advance, but I've since kind of changed that. But the reason why I had it in advance is so that we didn't have downtime in the middle of the stream, because otherwise it's like dead air that I'm kind of frantically... Awesome. Okay, yeah. I get, like... I think this came from TikTok Live, to be honest. My anxiety about dead air is immense, because if something's not actively happening on stream, I feel like people are going to leave, and my anxiety just, like... peak. Like, I always get really nervous about, like, not being in the middle of doing something. That's one of the reasons why I feel like a really frantic live streamer. I was trained to be so on TikTok. Okay. Ooh, okay, so what is the first one? Don't peek until you finish. So, okay, so let me just so usually it's just one subject matter. I'm gonna continue this drawing as I talk. So I notice it's got 2 people in it, but for my request, it's generally just 1. So would you like the super chats to be for both of them? Let me know what you think. Or you could do, if it's another $10 super chat, I can add it. Whatever you prefer. Yeah, I generally do 1 per, but not always. Your name is Madison's? That's very convenient given your name of your YouTube account. Welcome. I'm gonna keep working on this drawing in the meantime. Hey! Oh, Solaris, you're so sweet. Alright, happy to do so. Much appreciated. Alright, we're gonna complete... Whoa, did you see that? There's like a... Did you see that phantom line situation? Very weird. Thank you so much, Solaris. Drop some W's in the chat for Solaris. Thank you for your support. Happy to etch this for you. Alright, so don't peek until I finish Jared and Badger. Got it. Okay, open in browser. Okay, pulling it up, just a moment. I am going to cut off just a little bit so that doesn't... There we go. Next drawings. Very cool. Perfect. Thank you, Solaris. That's very sweet of you. sunshines in the chat like Uzumaki just did. Could we have the first robot? Well, right now I feel like it's pretty chill. Usually I only invoke robots when it's kind of chaotic on stream. Right now I feel like we're able to like chill. Yeah. If it's crazy, then I would say yeah, but otherwise I think we're doing okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Cowboy. Tell us about Cowboy and Badger, Solaris. There we go. I see the same, like, center lock of hair that we saw in Father on Cowboy. Cowboy is Jared. Ah, yes, 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 Jared. He was commissioned once before, the guy with that massive scar on his lip. Yes! Also military, like Father. And they're actually co-workers. Hey! Oh, I appreciate that. It's nice so that everybody can see what's happening, you know? I've been trying to do a lot of updates to the stream in more recent months so that, people can, to make it more visually appealing for people to watch. That makes me very happy that you appreciate that update. And is he missing an eye, Jared? Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure, because I don't want to draw an eye if it's not supposed to be there, you know? I feel like there's some intent happening. And then he's wearing, like, a bandana scarf. No, you're just like, okay. Alright, I will draw that eye. And do you want stripes on the bandana, or do you want it to stay, like, as is? Because I see, like, the semblance of stripes, but... Alright, so we've got... the hat. He's wearing a plaid bandana. Alright, sick. I'll draw the second eye. And... there we go. I'm gonna try to kind of draw in a little bit more so people can see like the chin line. Alright, you said plaid? Uzumaki! Thank you for the jewel gifts! Thank you so much! I'll draw a plaid. Oh, and a floating heart as well. Thank you so much. Alright. Okay, I'll do plaid here. It'll look like checker, but I'll try to make it a little bit more obviously plaid than just pure checker. And the way that I do that is kind of like... there we go. Don't make it like a perfect checkerboard checker. Okay, so now we've got that. And there's his neck. Oh, I like this, like, this is really cool, that he's wearing, like, this, like, side thing. That's cool. Severe same face syndrome. Hey, I think every artist goes through same face syndrome. I can tell that a lot of my faces look like me. A lot of artists, that's, like, how it is, you know? I once did an illustration of geisha in college. Geisha. Like, Japanese women geisha. And a critique that I got from my professor was that they kind of looked like me. Same face syndrome. I think it's because I made her nose like mine, because I know my nose, and I, like, posed a little geisha. So, same face syndrome. Knows no bounds. Hey, this might sound familiar to a few people. Been a minute since we've heard this song, huh? You're trying to diversify some? Yeah, no, it's good. It's very good to practice diversifying. It's hard to get out of, like, drawing what you know, which most people use their reflection, you know? Bump on his nose, square eyes, and the scar. Badger's very slim and narrow, has a straight nose, and supposed to be thinner lips. Yeah, that stuff, the more you do it, the more you diversify. I've been doing a really cool drawing exercise with, I teach a drawing class, which, by the way, if anybody ever wanted drawing lessons, I do teach them over Zoom. If you're ever curious about having a one-on-one, you're always welcome to reach out if you'd like to discuss that more. But I teach a drawing class to someone who just turned 9, so I teach to all ages, and we've been playing a really fun game lately that reminds me a lot of my dice roll streams, because we play dice roll drawing games where we look up these like templates of like draw a monster, and then the monster looks like the roll of the dice. So like you roll a die for what the body shape is, what the head shape is, and I was explaining that this is a really good way to kind of get out of a creative funk of drawing something the same way every time, is like following along with like a prompt, you know, and just like surrendering to how they like interpret it, because you're gonna draw something in a way that you never do otherwise. And that's how it was even for me when I was following along with this game with my student. And it was really cool. Alright, and then I see he's got like a shirt on. And I'm gonna put, there we go. I like the collar on Badger's shirt. The algorithm delivered. What's up, Brian? Glad the algorithm brought you here. I'm sure you had to swim through a lot of brain rot, right? Badger has loss of pigment in some of his hair. Ooh, that's an interesting thing to note. That's cool. Now I brought Badger closer in to Jared because I want to fit them both comfortably on the Etch A Sketch. So you're going to see a little different than the reference photo here, just because I'm bringing them closer to each other. Yeah, I've seen my fair share of brain rot, but hopefully that's going to be a little bit less common in the future. I think a lot of really talented streamers saw the writing on the wall over on Clock App, if you know what I mean. And I think a number of them are starting to stream over here because they're afraid for the future of Clock App. And I get that. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. He is like taller, like he's like skinnier in his proportions. You can see them in color in their full bodies. Oh, I'll have to check that out so I can see what the hair pigmentation is like. All right. You made this an extra challenge for me by making both of their heads angled. I have heard of CapCut, and I have heard that a lot of people lost access to it when Clock App went poof. I'm one of the only vertical short-form content creators that I know of that actually never used CapCut. CapCut, millions of content creators live and breathe that program, and I've always, from the beginning, been using Adobe Premiere. But I'm a minority when it comes to vertical short form content using Premiere. It's a complicated program. I think, from my understanding, CapCut is much more WYSIWYG. Oh, it came back today? That's good. I know a lot of people lost it. It's great for on the go. Yeah, I don't, frankly, like doing a lot on my phone as far as work goes because I have a superior interface with a keyboard and a mouse and a computer. And I swear to God, it doesn't matter if I use my pinky. I fat thumb everything on my phone. The phone screen is... We're looking at this big a screen, you know? And this is a bigger phone. It's not even like... And I'm still all the time, like, I hate when I'm trying to make, like, specific edits and I have to, like, microscopically zoom in. And it's just... I do it, and like I could just zoom in so closely on my computer. It's so easy. But I understand, like, it's just way more accessible for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like Adobe. I respect that. I'm trying to fix the location of this. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't make art on my phone. It's too frustrating for me. It's just, I think the reason why is because it would be like using professional quality colored pencils and then being told you have to go back to rose art. That's how it feels to me. Like, I don't want to touch rose art anymore. I use Prismacolors. Prismacolors are superior to rose art. Sorry, rose art. I know I'm throwing shade. But, you know, rose art's great for, like, being on a budget, introducing yourself to colored pencils, right? I can't do video editing on my phone. I do it a little bit. I've done it historically, just a little bit on certain apps. But, like, I mean, a little bit. So when a lot of people were freaking out that they were going to lose their entire catalogs of videos, almost every single video I've ever made, I have at least one copy of on my computer, as well as on a remote server. So it's just not an issue for me. Now I noticed Badger has a scar across their eye. Is that correct? I want to make sure to capture that correctly. And does Badger have facial hair? You know, interestingly enough, I've never used After Effects. I think it's because I've always just kind of associated it with special effects, and so I do everything natively in Adobe Premiere. Correct and correct? Fantastic. Okay, facial hair and scar instead of eye. Got it. Okay. Sorry, gotta itch my nose. Welcome to anybody who's joining in, by the way. If this is your first time here, I am working on a special commissioned request from Solaris using Solaris's OCs. So, I am a professional Etch A Sketch artist, and you never know what you're going to see on stream, I'll tell you that. Alright, let's give some facial gruff. And I like, he's got a very somber expression. And I'll just draw. There we go. And there's a scar across the eye. There's another eye there? Okay, good to know. I'll draw the eye and then the scar. That's actually very important information for me because it does affect my order of operations. Okay. Alright, but I'm gonna put a scar through it now. Like so. There we go. I made it a little longer than the reference photo. You know, the hand cramps aren't as much the issue as my elbows and my shoulders. There we go. Okay. Just doing a little bit of shading. And there we go. Jared and Badger. This was an interesting request. It's fun to do 2 in 1. All your characters are thirst traps. This is gold and silver music, Brian. Excellent ear. I do have a fair amount of retro video game music. I think this is Goldenrod? This sounds like Goldenrod. Thanks, Stardrop. All right. Thank you, thank you. And next up, we have the next drawing. Is that correct, Solaris? I can reveal the hidden images on Discord. Because we need another Etch A Sketch. And while we vote, I will check what's next. It's going to be between... We are familiar with this here Elmo, but it will be between Elmo And let me make sure I got a picture of this. One moment, everybody. I think I did. That's better. Nothing like using your nose to focus. Stop trying to kill Elmo. The quality that's Etch A Sketch is lined. It's really good. Alright. Why are you here? Why are you already subscribed? Have you ever seen an Etch A Sketch drawing stream before? Or have you ever seen a video about an Etch A Sketch artist? It's between that and Trash Panda. May the vote begin right meow. Starting meow. And we got 1 minute on the timer. Which one's gotta go? That's funny, Corey. Well, I'm glad that you found your way here either way. It's always great to find YouTubers that you're like, I have no idea when or how I subscribed. Or why. We have 32 seconds left to cast those votes. Yeah, trash pandas. You don't see a problem with some minor arson. Then I can understand if you voted yes to keep Elmo. Alright, ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. And it looks like we're erasing Elmo. Trash Panda lives another day, everybody. But Elmo, it's time to go. Erasing in 3, 2, 1, and gone. We now have the fresh canvas for the next drawing. Let's see what it is. Is it in the chat, Solaris? You said yes. Okay. Perfect. Let's take a look. Oh, the full body is very nice. Portable painter. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, that is so cool. That is amazing. So, of the next request, which one was it that you wanted me to do, Solaris? So this is Pierre. He's the mascot for a product you made called Portable Painter. They capture artists, brainwash them until they break, and sell them to big corporations. Oh no! It's a human in a box. You want me to draw Pierre next? I did see the full bodies of the images you said. That is a very cool concept. I love the execution of it as well. Perfect. Pierre is next. Love that. Okay, let me pull up a picture. I'm going to work with the original illustration that you shared, if that is okay. Although I notice it doesn't have watermarks. So I don't know if I'm going to share the reference photo on screen. Is that okay? Toby. Woo! Let me get the watermark version. All right, working on getting the watermark version. In the meantime, I'll open the unwatermarked version just to have it on screen. That will help me determine where to start. I'll try to draw the full body, because I think that the full body, in fact, there's something Pierre and I have in common. Pierre can draw you like one of his friends. My goodness. All right. I'll wait to see that watermark version. I will start it, and then we'll see the reference photo together. I'm just going to begin it, and then when I can pull up the reference material, I'll show it. Alright. So, I'm starting with the hat. There we go. I don't know if I can fit the full thing, even at the size that I'm drawing, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm starting with a hat for Pierre. I can see that, Dan. Whenever you have it, just let me know, Solaris, in the chat here. No major rush. I'll start the drawing for now. There we go. There we go. This might be the last drawing of the night, everybody. So just let... Oh, perfect. You said sent. Okay. This might be the last drawing of the night because I gotta go and make some din-din soon. Go into my Discord. Perfect. Use this one. Perfect. Alright. What I'm gonna do is show it a little more close up so people can see like more information, because if I do full body it's so vertical. Well, I suppose I could still share the full body. One second. Let me browse. Okay. Uh-oh. This sometimes is known to happen. Let me delete. It's sometimes easier to start with the, I'm glad that didn't cause the program to crash. This happened once before. Okay. So we're going to... I guess I could put... There we go. Pierre will just hang out with us. I'll have to check that. We can trauma bond. What's for dinner today? We're doing beef flautas. Watch out, Princess Edge. I know. Don't look directly into his eyes. Okay. This is Pierre. It totally should have been on the YouTube bingo card. Alas. For all you know, it's been on the YouTube bingo card for months, but we haven't unlocked it. Dun dun dun! Alright, I'm gonna focus on the shape of the head first. Yeah, try to get it to... What's up, Evelyn? Welcome back. The company that owns... This is true. This is true. You did say that Pierre is like the brainwashed product. Okay. There we go. This is a very creative idea. Pierre is super cool. One moment. I am feeling a little bit. This is a good time to stop for me in a little bit. That was Lemon Demon. That was Touch Tone Telephone, an instrumental version of it. Alright, drawing. I'm drawing super tiny for this one. This is one of the reasons why I wanted a thinner line quality Etch A Sketch. Alright, we've got one eye. We've got two eyes. We're going super teeny tiny for this one. There we go. He's so sad. It's okay, Solaris. I can fix him. He's not any material with how little he eats. Sparks are flying from all opponents in this battle today. Everyone wants a piece of Pierre. Alright, now we're drawing the torso. So I'm gonna do something a little different here. I'm gonna actually draw some lines that go through the arms because I'm gonna shade in black and you won't see those lines later. I can see why they could get Frida, but it's illegal. Bum bum bum. Yeah, okay, Shaman, don't do me like that. Yeah. Aggressive shade. Alright, so I didn't think I could fit the whole body. That's fine. I wanted to get... So let's see, I'm gonna draw... There we go. I like the way you did the hands. There we go. Thanks, RJ. I appreciate it. The illustration that I'm working with is an OC from Solaris. Consensual abduction. You named your car Montero? That's a great car name. I named my bicycle Shoe because I was from the era of being a child being so LOL random. And then that bicycle got stolen, so I named the second one Two Shoe. My Game Boy Advance was named Yoba Magic Navda, which is Game Boy Advance backwards. I also had a phase in life where I was reading and spelling things backwards for fun and trying to pronounce them. That's why I could do the alphabet backwards. Oh, his beret flipped. That's funny. In my reference photo that I was originally looking at, his beret was on the left side before I got the updated. That's funny. You named your bike Shoelace? Oh my gosh, because it kept getting... Your bike and my bike should have been friends, Frida. They would have gone hand in hand, or foot in foot. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna wait till the end for the outline, because I'm gonna keep working on the shading. Your trainer tried to use a TM since the day you met you? Just this season. About TMs? Which TM? I learned the alphabet backwards because there's a cereal called Alphabets. Does anyone know that cereal? ALPHA-BITS. And in the commercial, it was like the cereal bits went on a miniature adventure and they did it backwards, and they started the backwards like on a they started it backwards like in the commercial but didn't do the whole thing. So I started with what I learned from the commercial and then I just started practicing more. So in the commercial it goes ZYXWVUT, and then I just sat down and figured it out. Yeah, it's easy for me now because it's such like committed to rote memory. You need to hear the alphabet backwards on the next Tipsy Sipsy. Yeah, it'll be like alphabet backwards, no vowels. Always something crazy. And pockets. And there we go. Just cleaning up the shirt. And there is Pierre. Hey. That was a fun one. That was a unique one. Definitely check out the drawings in the Random Art channel on Discord, everybody. Well, well, well. I am going to... Actually, let me show off a couple things, huh? I want to show you my Pokemon card book. I got it up here. I can show you. And the way I can do it is with this screen. Just a moment, everybody. This is a book I just recently reorganized. And I'll show you all some of my vintage cards. Welcome to everyone joining in. We're about to switch the point of the stream for just a moment. I wonder if I can hide this. I don't think I can. Well, I could hide this. There we go. We'll just stick with this for a moment so I can show you all my show and tell. Let's scoot you all over here for a sec. I'm gonna grab this. Can I go over here? Yeah, I certainly can. Yay! Okay. This is a very cumbersome book, so we'll see how this works. I started collecting when I was... well, when the card game came out. Alright. So, it might be blurry. One moment. Might be blurry, because I have this on, specific focus. So... there we go. Yeah, it's looking blurry. Ah! Okay. So this is page 1 of my binder. And I don't know if I'm going to get the focus to cooperate a little better than what it is, but that's okay. I can fix it. There we go. That's better. Have a good night, Solaris. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. And so this is base set. There's some extras down there. Tell Father I said hi. We've got jungle. I think my jungle set's complete. I'm missing one from Fossil. Got my Rocket set. I'm missing one from Rocket and I'm mad about it. I pulled that Dark Charizard when I was a kid. I pulled that from a pack. As well as my Dark Dragonite. All the first editions I pulled. I have a Dark Blastoise, but it's from the wrong set. Some promos. Then we've got the Gym Heroes set. And I'm missing the first from Gym Challenge, which sucks. There's my Gym Challenge set. I'm missing 2 actually, I think. Yeah, Koga. Then we've got the Neo sets. Missing a number from the Neo sets, unfortunately. These are even more expensive than some of the vintage sets. There we go. Neo Destiny is probably the most expensive Neo set, unfortunately. These are some of the most expensive cards I own. They are very expensive. A rare Pokegirl, it's true! I'm just showing off. Oh, and then I just got I don't know why I have these in here. They're all error cards for different reasons. Thank you, Max. Yeah. This may not even be my most expensive binder, surprisingly enough. I've more recently learned that my other binder is probably more valuable than this one. These are fun. These are the vintage 90s stickers. I'm working on getting... I'd like to get these 3 cards from, I think... I can't remember the name of this set. Supreme Victors, I think? I love this Mew. It's like one of the only new cards I have. And then that's like the last page of the book, basically. It's one of the only newer cards I have. It's such a pretty card. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna set you all down for a sec. So that's the contents of this one. I think it's neat. Alright. There we go. Scooching back in. Any modern sets? The most modern sets that I collect are from the E series. So, I used to have almost everything from Skyridge, but I've been selling off some of the cards. I have a lot of Skyridge, Aquapolis, Expedition, but I don't collect any of the new stuff, really. I have some, but, like, very little. Yeah. Maybe next time. I do have to go. I gotta start making some dinner. But that was just a random. I had this in my office and thought I might share it. With all that said, I am still debating about making that purchase of those cards from the, kind of like the rainbow card when they were making them. Those are cool. They're pretty. They're pretty. Alas. I got rid of a lot of my cards, too. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna sign out for now, so thank you so much for joining in. As a reminder, please consider checking out the prints that I have available. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it. Please consider, let me pull it up. This bad boy right here. Remember that there is an ongoing print offering exclusively on my Discord at this time. Will I share it elsewhere? Potentially. But we have Psyduck, Nightbot, Claudius, and Gangat available, and if you purchase today you get a free sticker, so that's fun if you want to get a free sticker. So I was going to show you the book. The book is in the other room and I gotta go pee, so remind me for next time. I do apologize. You all are rock stars for remembering, though. I know where it is, but I gotta go pee really badly, so next time, everybody. Alright. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day and night wherever you happen to be in the world. And as always, each and every one of you could be anywhere on the internet. It is the World Wide Web after all. And you have chosen to spend this time with me. Man, my lips are dry. One moment. Sorry, I saw it in my own reflection. I'm still sick, man. Alright. That's great, Alora. Yeah, if you don't have to purchase today, no worries. But yeah, anytime you could reach out, and I'd like to print those out like sometime next week. So hope to see you all next stream, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. Bye.